Dr. Kathy, what do you think about the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater? Thank you for asking me this because I hate that expression with a passion. Here's the thing, all of us are capable of learning and changing, right? Do you know anyone that was once an alcoholic but isn't anymore? Do you know anybody that used to use drugs before but doesn't anymore? Do you know somebody that had a problem, stealing or was in a gang or had any kind of complicated behavior before, but they don't do that anymore? I bet you do. So, all of us are capable of having bad behaviors and then changing at some point because we hit rock bottom or we realize that we can't keep going on like this. And this is true for people who cheat as well. So there was a big study that came out, I think it was in 2017, that was titled "Once a Cheater, Always a Cheater," and they found that people who cheated in their relationships were 3.4 times more likely to cheat in their next relationship. What I will tell you about that is it was a very small sample size. I know it was under 500. I want to say it was 484. It might have been 494. It was a small sample size. And most of the people who were participating at that time were college students. So that's not a very representative sample of what's going to happen in future relationships. We know that about 70% of people in dating relationships cheat. Only about 20% of people in long-term partnerships or marriages cheat. So clearly, a lot of people who were cheating when they were dating are not people who are cheating when they're married. So that alone disproves this idea that once a cheater, always a cheater. People like to say the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And that's not wrong. But we also have to incorporate a lot of other things when we're trying to predict future behavior. And I don't want us to give up on anybody. I want us to have compassion. I want us to try to believe that people can learn from their mistakes, learn from their bad behavior, learn from their poor coping methods and choices, and find new ways to cope, find better ways to communicate, find healthier ways to be in relationships. Because if we aren't capable of that, then we're kind of all doomed, right? It means we can never be more than we are right now. And isn't that a tragic way to think about life? So I hope that answers the question. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think about this idea.